सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। भद्रं कर्णेभिः शृणुयाम देवाः भद्रं पश्येमाक्षभिर्यजत्राः स्थिरैरङ्गैस्तुष्टुवागुंसस्तनूभिः व्यशेम देवहितं यदायुः। स्वस्ति न इन्द्रो वृद्धश्रवाः स्वस्ति नः पूषा विश्ववेदाः स्वस्ति नस्तार्क्ष्यो अरिष्टनेमिः स्वस्ति नो बृहस्पतिर्दधातु। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। कैवल्योपनिषत् mantra 16 in my book. In other books the number might be 14 or 15. Punascha janmantara karma yogat sa eva jivasvapiti prabuddhaha puratraye kridati yascha jivaha tatastu jatam sakalam vichitram. The second line of this mantra is very significant because this is a Mahavakya. In Vedanta, we hear a word called Mahavakya. What is Mahavakya? Anybody? What is Mahavakya? I want answer from your end. कोई है? Yeah, please try. Okay, good. I want another. Can you give another definition? Yeah. Subhashini. Yeah. Okay, good. Yeah. Mahavakya is a statement which gives the essence of Vedanta. It is the central statement of Vedanta because it gives the essence of Vedanta, the central teaching of Vedanta. And what is the central teaching of Vedanta? Jiva Brahma Aikya. The oneness of Jiva and Brahman, or Jivatma and Paramatma. There are many Mahavakyas. In fact, almost every Upanishad will have one or more Mahavakyas. Among the many Mahavakyas, we select 4 Mahavakyas from each Veda. What is the Mahavakya that we select from Rigveda? Anybody? Prajnanam Brahma. Yeah. Prajnanam Brahma. Mahavakya from Yajurveda. Aham Brahmasmi. From Samaveda. Tat Tvam Asi. And from Atharva Veda. Ayamatma Brahma. Thus, there are 4 sample Mahavakyas chosen from each Veda. Can anybody repeat? From Rigveda, Prajnanam Brahma. From Yajurveda, Aham Brahmasmi. From Samaveda, okay. And from Atharva Veda, Ayamatma Brahma. Yeah. These are 4 selected Mahavakyas. That doesn't mean Mahavakyas are just 4. There are hundreds and thousands of Mahavakyas. Because any statement in the Vedas which conveys the identity of Jiva and Brahman, or Jivatma and Paramatma, is a Mahavakya. Likewise, those who have attended our Kathopanishad class, they are familiar. Wherever a Mahavakya came, I mentioned the Mahavakya and I explained how it is a Mahavakya. Therefore, the students of Kathopanishad are familiar what is Mahavakya and how to analyze a Mahavakya. So this is also a Mahavakya. To understand a Mahavakya, we generally choose one Mahavakya. Tat Tvam Asi. Tat Tvam Asi. All other Mahavakyas have the same blueprint. The same blueprint. Tat Tvam Asi. They will have 2 main words. Tat and Tvam. Tat Pada and Tvam Pada. Tat Pada means the word Tat. And Tvam Pada, the word Tvam. Tat means Isvara, Paramatma, Brahman. And Tvam refers to you. Who is you? Jiva. Tvam refers to Jiva. And the Mahavakya says, you are Tat. Tvam is Tat. Tvam and Tat are equated. Mahavakya is an equation because it equates the individual, the Jivatma, with the Brahman, the Paramatma. This is also a Mahavakya. How do you know? Because this statement also has a Tvam and a Tat. It has a Tvam Pada and it has a Tat Pada. Puratraye Kridati Yascha Jivaha is a Tvam Pada because it is talking about Jiva. Puratraye Kridati Yascha Jivaha refers to Jiva, as you can see. And Tatastu Jatam Sakalam Vichitram refers to Tatpada. We have already discussed the Jiva, which is Tvam-pada. The Jiva helplessly travels. Kridati. The Upanishad uses the word Kridati. Plays. In the previous session, I gave the example of playing cricket in the computer. Online cricket. You have some choice, but the major part is controlled by someone else. Likewise, this Jiva also has a little free will, limited free will. But the major part of a Jiva's life is controlled by other factors. And the Jiva doesn't have any say over it. The major part of it, where the Jiva has to be born, the Jiva doesn't have a say. Who the Jiva's parents are, the Jiva doesn't have a say. It's all its karma. So the major part of your life is controlled by other factors. And you have some free will. Limited choice, limited free will. So likewise, the Jiva's journey through the three states, Puratraya, the three states, it is also Kridati. It is a game, like a game, like a cricket in the computer. And another thing we have to remember, you are not the real player. The player is in the screen. And you have controls over the player. And you identify with the player. This player is me. Tadatmya. You start thinking you are the actual player. When you identify with the player, you become Jiva. The waker, the dreamer, the sleeper, it is the player in the screen. And you identify with the player, then you become Jiva. That is Puratraye Kridati Jivaha. The Jiva which plays through the three states. The three states are like three screens. one screen after another. You jump. Helplessly. That is Jiva. And we have inquired into the true nature of the Jiva. What is the true nature of the Jiva? Sat, Sat, Chit, Ananda, Ananta, Satchidananda Ananta. Remember this. The truth of the Jiva is not the player, not the Kridati Jivaha. It is something which transcends the Kridati Jivaha. Sat, Chit, Ananda, Ananta. We have to remember this. So we have inquired into the first part of the Mahavakya, which is Tvampada. This process is called Tvampada Vichara. Inquiry into Tvampada. In fact, the portion of the Upanishad starting from Shariramastaya Karoti Sarvam up to Swapiti Prabuddhaha. Sa eva jiva swapiti prabuddhaha. It is Tvampada Vichara. Inquiry into the meaning of the word Tvam in the Mahavakya, which means inquiry into our own true nature. Now, there is another side, which is right hand side of the equation. We have seen the left hand side of the equation, and now we have to look into the right hand side of the equation. What is the right hand side? Tatastu jatam sakalam vichitram. In fact, I was trying to explain this part. And to understand this part, we were discussing some other things. Swarupa Lakshana and Tatastha Lakshana. I hope you remember what I said in the last session. Swarupa Lakshana and Tatastha Lakshana. Brahman has two definitions. Definition is called Lakshana. Lakshanam, neuter. Lakshanam means definition. In fact, we have a definition of definition also. What is the definition of definition? I think I told once. Not in this, some other place I told. A definition is a collection of the unique characteristics of the defined. Which is free from the flaws of definition. in a definition, in a Lakshana, there can be three types of flaws. I don't know whether you want to hear all these things or I should skip. So, okay, yeah, somebody wants to hear. Okay, yeah, 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 yeah. Okay, 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 fine, yeah. So, a lakshanam, a definition should be free from three types of flaws. Let's understand this with an example. I'm trying to define a cow. In Sanskrit, cow is called gauhu. Cow is called gauhu. Go Shabda, go. You might have heard of Go Seva, Godana, Gomutra. So cow is go. So what is a go? We have a definition. We need to have a definition. Define a cow. Now someone can say a cow is an animal with 4 legs. Cow is an animal with 4 legs. Is it a correct definition? Is it correct? It is not correct because 4-legged animals, there are so many other 4-legged animals. Cow is a 4-legged animal. In addition to the cow, tiger, lion, horse, many animals have 4 legs. Therefore, this definition, cow is an animal with 4 legs, has a flaw. What is the flaw? The flaw is called ativyapti. Ativyapti. Over coverage. Over coverage. Because the definition covers cows, definitely. But in the meantime, it covers non-cows also. It covers a cow, it covers horse, it covers so many other animals. Therefore, the definition has over coverage. I hope you understand this. Then, I try another definition. Cow is an animal which has a dewlap, and which is black in color. Cow is an animal with the dewlap. You know dewlap? Dewlap means, there is a skin hanging. It's called a sasna in Sanskrit. On the neck of a cow, there is a hanging, kind of skin, loose skin. It is there only for cows. No other animal has that kind of dewlap. Cow is an animal with the dewlap which is black in color. What is the problem with this definition? It goes to only some kinds of cows which are black in color. There are some cows, they are black in color. But then there are white cows. There are cows with mixed color, brown cows. That means the definition has under coverage. It doesn't cover all cows. It's called avyapti. It has under coverage. It defines only some cows, not all cows. Let me give another example for this. It will convey the concept in a better way. Who are human beings? Define human beings. So human beings are the two-legged creatures who wear spectacles. Is it a correct definition of human beings? No, because it covers only some human beings. Everyone doesn't have spectacles. I don't have yet, at least. Therefore, this definition has avyapti. It has under coverage. It doesn't cover all that is supposed to be defined. And the third problem is asambhavaha. Impossibility. Impossibility. That means the definition doesn't exist in the defined. For example, who is a human being? Human being is an animal with horns. Human beings are animals with horns. Or human beings are animals with 4 legs. It is asambhava. Because this definition doesn't fit to the defined at all. Thus, there are 3 flaws, 3 errors that are possible in a definition. Therefore, what is the definition of definition? A definition is a collection of characteristics which is free from the 3 flaws: avyapti, ativyapti, and asambhava. Under coverage, over coverage, and impossibility. So that is the definition of definition. I am just telling this because we should understand how our people have worked. The ancient, our tradition. So many intelligent brains for generations together, from thousands and millennials, for thousands of years, they have worked on these things. So it is not something simplistic. Everything is well worked out. And I am just giving you a tip of the iceberg. There is much more to learn. One life is not enough. And everything is well analyzed and well inquired. And I myself feel my knowledge is just a little bit. There is much more to know, much more to understand. Even after so many years of studies. So, Brahman also has definition. Lakshana. And there are two types of definitions. Two types of Lakshana. What are the two types? Swarupa Lakshana and Tatastha Lakshana. Let's start with the Tatastha Lakshana. I have explained what is Tatastha Lakshana in the previous session. Tatastha Lakshana is defining something with something which is related to it, which is not intrinsic to the defined. Like a Kakavad Devadatta Griham. Showing a crow, you define the house of Devadatta. The house on which a crow is sitting is called Devadatta's house. This is Tatastha Lakshana. With an external or incidental characteristic, you define something. It is Tatastha Lakshana. Likewise, we define Brahman not with the intrinsic characteristics of Brahman. Instead, we define Brahman in terms of the world, in terms of the universe, in terms of the relation of Brahman with the universe. Then it becomes Tatastha Lakshana. What is Tatastha Lakshana? Brahman is Jagat Karanam, cause of the universe. Jagat Karanam, cause of the universe. You are referring to the universe, and then you are saying Brahman is the cause of the universe. This Lakshanam is called a Tatastha Lakshana. In fact, this Upanishad is also using Tatastha Lakshana. Tatastu jatam sakalam vichitram. Tataha, from that, Sakalam vichitram jatam. The entire universe, with all its diversities, is born from that. Tataha, tasmat, from that, from the Brahman, Sakalam, everything, Vichitram, with all its diversity, Jatam, is born. So now you understand why I said Tatastha Lakshanam, Swarupa Lakshanam, etc. So this is Tatastha Lakshanam. Brahman is the cause of the universe. Now, when we refer to Brahman as the cause of the universe, Brahman is called by another name. Brahman is called Ishvara. Ishvara. We generally use the word God in English. But the word God, do you know the meaning? I don't know what God means. For me, God is a meaningless word. But when we say Ishvara, it has meaning. Because every word in Sanskrit is derived and it has meaning. Ishte iti Ishvara. Ishvara means the ruler, the sustainer. The world is there. The universe is there because of Ishvara. The cause of the universe. That's why there is no difference between Brahman and Ishvara. When we say Ishvara, we refer to Brahman. Then what is the difference between Brahman and Ishvara? Ishvara is a relation word. Like father. You say father. It's a relation. Someone is someone's father. A person cannot be father just by himself. He becomes father provided there is a son. Likewise, Brahman is called Ishvara because of the universe. In relation to the universe, Brahman is Ishvara. When we refer to Brahman in his own nature, without considering the universe, we call him Brahman. That is the difference between the two words. They don't refer to two different objects. Yet the function of the words vary. The word Ishvara refers to Brahman from the standpoint of the universe. Therefore, when we discuss Tatastha Lakshana, Brahman is Ishvara. Because Tatastha Lakshana is Jagat Karanam. Then Brahman is called Ishvara. Jagat Karanam, cause of the universe. Now this cause, Karanam, there are two types of causes. Two causes. Any object in the world will have minimum two causes. Number one, Nimitta Karana. I am going a bit more technical. So, some people might find it a bit difficult to follow. But if you are a bit more attentive, it's easy. There are two types of causes, Nimitta Karana and Upadana Karana. Nimitta Karana is intelligent cause, and upadana karana means material cause. Let's understand with an example. We have a standard example in Vedanta. Pot. There is a pot. Who makes the pot? In fact, when you come across a pot, you see there is some intelligence in the pot. There is some knowledge in the pot. The pot is not something which is put at random. There is some design. It has a round shape and it has a given volume, and it may have some other kinds of designs. In fact, we have some designers here. They will explain how to design a pot. In fact, pottery is a subject in design. Where are the potters? So, pottery is a subject in design. If you go to design school, they will teach how to design pot. There are so many, so many departments in the design school, like NID, etc. So when you look at a pot, it has a shape. It has intelligence. And then you understand the pot couldn't have come at random by itself. There must be an intelligent person who has made the pot. So who made the pot? Potter. There is a potter. A potter has the knowledge of the pot. Potter has the knowledge of the pot. And the potter has transferred his knowledge into the pot. He has translated his knowledge into the pot. Therefore, the pot is a manifestation of potter's knowledge. Pot is a manifestation of potter's knowledge. On seeing the pot, you understand how knowledgeable the potter is. Likewise, when we look at the world, there are various objects in the world. And every object in the world has intelligence, has knowledge. And that is what we keep studying in any department of science. We are studying the knowledge which is embedded in every part and parcel of the universe. If you look into a cell, there is lot and lot of things to study. Cell biology, etc. Every single cell has so many things. Even a single cell has lot of intelligence. DNA, so many papers after papers are written, books and books are written about one single DNA. That means even in a single cell, there is so much to understand. That means so much of knowledge has been encapsulated in every single cell, every single atom. Where is this knowledge from? There must be an intelligent being who has translated his knowledge into this world. And that intelligent being, he must have the knowledge of everything. Because even to make a pot, you should have the knowledge of the pot. If you have to make idli, you should have the knowledge of idli. If you have to make dosa, you should have the knowledge of dosa. Then, if you have to make everything, what knowledge should you have? You should have the knowledge of everything. Therefore, Ishvara is called Sarvajna. Ishvara is Sarvajna. That is how Ishvara is Nimitta Karana, the intelligent cause of the universe. And he has the knowledge of everything. All knowledge that human beings study, all knowledge that any scientist discovers, is a part of the knowledge of Ishvara. No one can discover anything new. Everything is the knowledge of Ishvara. Law of gravitation or relativity theory, it is the knowledge of Ishvara. Now, another question. The potter, when the potter made the pot, he used a raw material. What is a raw material? Clay. Therefore, clay is the material cause for pot. Clay is the material cause of pot. It is called Upadana Karana. Material cause is called Upadana Karana. Likewise, if Ishvara has made everything, where did he get the material from? The potter got the raw material from The potter got the material from the field. Where did the Isvara get the material from? Where did he import the raw material? Did he import the raw material from America? America was not there. Therefore, he cannot import the material from America. He cannot import the material from Brazil. He cannot import the material from China, because America, Brazil or China was not yet created. Then where is he getting the material? He gets the material from himself. Ishvara is the material also. There is no external material. Even the material is Ishvara. Even the Upadana Karana is Ishvara. How is it possible that the same thing is Nimitta Karana and the same thing is Upadana Karana? Two in one. Abhinna Nimitta Upadana Karana. Nimitta Karana and Upadana Karana in one. Two in one. How is it possible? Because in general, they are different. The potter cannot become the material of the pot. Potter has to buy the raw material from the farmer, from the field. How can you justify this? The same is Nimitta Karana and Upadana Karana. Yeah. Spider. We have such example in the world. You look at the spider. The spider weaves a web. The web is the manifestation of spider's knowledge. How intelligent the spider is. No human being can weave a web like a spider. Such a geometrically precise design. In fact, they say human beings learned weaving from the spider. I don't know how far it is true. Our textile designers will be able to say. Human beings learn design from the, weaving from the spider. So, the Nimitta Karana is spider. And where is the Upadana Karana from? The spider doesn't import the raw material from anybody. The spider doesn't import cotton or silk. Even the material cause is the spider. It comes from the spider, not from outside. Therefore, the Upanishad says, Yathornanabhisrajate grinhate cha. Mundaka Upanishad gives this example of Urnanabhihi. a spider. Likewise, Ishvara is the abhinna nimitta upadana karana of the universe. And we have to understand the implication of this statement. That means everything that is in the universe is Ishvara. All material is the manifestation of Ishvara. Because the raw material is Ishvara. Therefore, every material that we touch, every matter that we touch, every object that we touch is Ishvara. Being the Upadana Karana, he is present everywhere. And so is he being the Nimitta Karana. All intelligence, all knowledge, it's all Ishvara. And since he is the Nimitta Karana and Upadana Karana, he cannot leave the universe alone and go away. He is with the universe. Always with the universe. Always sustaining the universe. Therefore, Ishvara is the sustainer also. Sthiti. Sthiti means sustenance. Not just Srishti. He is doing the Sthiti also. And if the universe has to resolve one day, where will the universe resolve? It cannot go anywhere but Ishvara. It resolves into Ishvara. Therefore, Laya, resolution of the universe, is also into Ishvara. Therefore, Taittiriyopanishad says, Yato va imani bhutani jayante yena jatani jivanti yat prayanti abhisamvishanti tad brahma. It is Brahman, from who the universe comes, on which the universe is sustained, and into which the universe will resolve. It is Brahman. Thus, we have discussed one Lakshana. What Lakshana? Tatastha Lakshana. And from this Tatastha Lakshana, we should go to Swarupa Lakshana. We'll see in the next session. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.